A shareholding overhaul for EADS is giving a shot in the arm, not just to that company, but the overall market. But Breakingviews says the overhaul does not go far enough. Joining us to discuss, European editor Pierre Briançon. You don't think it's giving the company as much freedom as it could have, this?
Maybe it's unrealistic to expect that it could have done that, but the reform goes in the right direction. I think Tom Enders, the company's CEO, has done a good job snatching a little victory from the jaws of defeat, which was the big industrial merger that didn't happen with BAE, you remember, because of German opposition. At the time, the consensus was that, well, of course, everyone knows that it's too complicated a company, too much meddling from governments, a shareholder pact that doesn't make any sense, mixing private shareholders like Lagardère from France or Daimler in Germany with the French state and the Spanish state.
But this doesn't mean an end to government meddling, does it?
No. It means,
I mean, given the political, given the defence
it means a very limited government meddling, at least not as a shareholder. In the civilian part of the company, they retain their say in the military, in the defence business, of course, as it should be. And they promise, they pledge they will not, well, they won't have any veto rights on industrial decisions or investment decisions. And it dissolves the shareholder pact, allowing private shareholders, Lagardère and Daimler, to sell their shares on the market, or to EADS itself, actually.
But Germany has got its way, it seems,
Germany's
to a large
got its
extent.
way because the German state-owned bank, replaces Daimler as the German, and both of them, France and Germany, reduce their stakes overall. So it's a good sign. It again puts the company on a much sounder footing than it was before. But it's not the end of it, and the merger with BAE couldn't happen today, just as it didn't happen.
It was interesting, actually, because I sat down with the Airbus CEO last week, Breguet, and I asked him, I said to him, look, in this whole game, if you want to call it that, is there a sense that once again Germany has said, look, we're prepared to play, but it's going to be on our terms? And he didn't look uncomfortable, but clearly there's something to that.
I think Enders has done a very good job since he took over in getting rid of all the political meddling, or political considerations within the company without any overt, open government intervention. Within the company of, which jobs go where should we have the headquarters, where should it be located, where are we going to build the wings of that plane, whatever it is, the cockpit and the seats, whatever he did. This is over. I mean, he has said very clearly the decisions on, industrial decisions will be taken on their merit and not because of political consideration. I think he's pretty credible in that. Again, it doesn't prevent government, each with a 12% stake in the company, altogether about a fourth of the shares, from overt meddling and from having some intervention in it. This is when the company will be ultimately free. We have argued for a long time that it needs real shareholders, not governments on one side who keep meddling, and industrial shareholders whose only intention over the last 2 years was, stated intention, was to sell their stakes. How can you have the chairman of the company, used to be Arnaud Lagardère, universally, absolutely, totally non-credible. How could it be both the chairman of the company and saying, I want to sell my stake in the company, the Lagardère stake in the company? This couldn't stand, and this is hopefully what is a thing of the past.
Okay, very good, Pierre. Many thanks for that. Pierre Briançon. For more agenda-setting insight, watch our US Breakingviews show every day, 12:30 Eastern, 17:30 GMT. I'm Axel Threlfall. This is Reuters.